Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to episode 16 of this Let's Play Europa Universalis 4 as the custom caster of Brancaster. This is, of course, the 24 custom caster scenario. In the last episode, we spent some time trying to rebuild our army, and then Julich got into yet another war, which we're losing quite badly. And unfortunately, like one of the main aggressors right now is Metacaster, with whom we did actually have an alliance. So I'm rather hoping that they take a chunk out of Julich, whatever they want to do, and then we can restore friendly relations, though, yeah, I'm not sure about that. Are you improving relations? No, you're Munster. Oh, I can't improve relations while at war. Okay, that does kind of make sense. The other thing is, our army has been taking an absolute beating recently, so we are trying to rebuild it as quickly as possible, plus we have a bunch of pretender rebels sitting there that we need to destroy. Oh, here we go. They made peace. Good. So before we got into a proper scuffle with Metacaster. I really should have read that. So, let's see. Julich accepted peace. They'll have to pay. They'll have to cede 2 provinces. Julich will pay money. Did they break the alliance between us, though? No. But I may do so myself, because they are really, really small and really quite vulnerable, and they keep dragging me into wars that I don't want to fight. I would also free up someone else as an ally instead. Like, ooh, Sustal. That would be a better ally, I think. Particularly because you're also allied with Polcaster, so we are allied with Polcaster. They could march through Polcaster in any defensive wars that we may have. We only have an alliance with them, nothing else. We have military access through Hessen. We can cancel that. Hessen being you. So we'll cancel that. I think we will then dissolve this alliance. It will make them annoyed with us, but I don't particularly care. And the rebels won. We're still rebuilding our army, so we have to deal with that. And Julich is Protestant, so I don't think has any chance of becoming emperor anymore, which was my initial plan. So no, I'm not going to accept your royal marriage. I am in fact going to break this alliance. Goodbye. And we're going to make one with Susdal instead, except they don't want one now. Because they're allied with Scania. That shouldn't be a problem. Let's make a royal marriage. And they will now accept an alliance. Royal marriages are very good for getting allies. So as soon as next month passes, well, 2nd of November, we will be able to do that. And you can go away. Distracting. Speaking of which, I'm not getting any details. So one little tip is you have this events box over here. If you press this button on the right hand side, then you get a list of every nation in the game. If you just press best guest, then it'll basically pick any nation with which you have relations or a neighbour or whatever. And then any stuff that affects them will appear here, and then you can basically get a better overview of what's going on in the world. So that has passed. We need to get our alliance. Boom. And we need to send these guys into the fight. So we're going to shift consolidate just to make sure we have this front line. We have enough men to now cover the front line. We're going to go and attack. We should win this fairly handily, especially as I've got our vassal coming in. Speaking of vassals, do we currently have the negative from that? Yes, we do. Annexed subjects until 47. So we've... What? What the hell is up with my army right now? It's ridiculous. And of course a general just died, but it's irrelevant. We still have a very good one. Seriously, my prestige is fine. I have army tradition. Why do you keep losing? I mean, I know their numbers are limited, but I keep shift consolidating, so the front line should be strong enough. And now we're completely out of manpower. Fantastic. How's Housecaster doing? You recovering? Yeah, I think so. You could do with some relation improvements. Your liberty desire is rising. I think I just want to do a general improve relations with Suzdal over here, just to improve that somewhat. And we may as well boost up the speed again, because you're attacking something else. Let's have another go. I'm winning the fight. Just felt like he withdrew again at half morale. You remember that happened in the previous episode? No idea what was causing that, because I'm definitely not clicking away. I didn't even have him selected that time. I'm fairly sure we were winning, and we didn't defeat them decisively enough. Where are they going? Neumark. Right. Just follow and squish. Squish. Okay, victory is ours. Marvellous. Let's reduce army maintenance. We're actually making a bit of money. Do we have any loans? We do have loans. Oh, I'd forgotten about those. Alright, let's pay those off. We have also got some more technology potential. Military, but we're miles ahead. We have a lot of military tech saved up, so we could probably get some more manpower. In fact, we could do this too. Ah yes, we've done it for the others already, just not them. Because granting them monopoly would get us to 59, which is just not enough, so we need to get up to 46 to be safe. Suzdal has declared war on Gotland, that's fine. Then when it's above 50 we can go on a spending spree to improve development again. I need to retake that province. Get a bunch more development done, and then everything will be good for a while, for another 10 years or so, while we tech up and catch up with the stuff we will have just spent. Okay, where's Mars back? Are all of our forts turned off? No. They are now, though. Prussia has declared war on Plock. That is unfortunate, because I'd quite like to... Oh no, Plock is what Polcaster wanted, so never mind. We really need to hit Prussia again at some stage, but we don't have the money or the manpower for it right now. So we will continue this recovery. Military access from Thurcaster. Whose side are you on? You on Plock's? Yeah. Yes, I will allow you. Huncaster, Thurcaster. Oh, are you fighting Huncaster? You are. Ooh. This could be an interesting battle. I'm not sure that Prussia would win it. Huncaster is massive. There's definitely quite a few fights going on right now. Who are they fighting? Prussia. Oh, Suzdal, Polcaster and Scania's just jumped in as well. Munster. What was I doing? Munster, are you my vassal? No, it's Magdeburg. Why was I improving relations with Munster? You're not a vassal, are you? No. I have no idea. Nope, bizarre. We can, however, start getting some more claims, or have we done it already? Oh, we've already fabricated everything on them. What about Holstein? Yep. Holstein was one nation I wanted to attack, and you have no allies. That's just too freaking tempting, I'm sorry. Dink. But it's your own damn fault. Right, let's go and do the development before we start this. We should have enough. Grant charters, which brings us up to 60, which gives us the development cost. Oh, your influence is really low. Which then allows us to get 5% off. We could also switch our thing here. We do want to keep prestige. Morale is probably not too important right now. We'll take more development costs so everything's even cheaper. We will need to rebuild our church power, but that's fine. And then we can do development. So sort by cost. We definitely want to spend a bunch of military because we're way ahead on military manpower right now. We can also afford to spend quite a lot of the others. Yeah, I would actually say let's just spend a lot. But especially the manpower. Are you not updating? Ah, you are. Let's see, point... Oh, that was the wrong button. I was trying to move the mouse and I clicked by accident. Point 4. You're quite expensive though. Lauenberg. Oh, because you're still unhappy with us, I guess. Point 2 is not really worth it. I should really start thinking about which of these provinces are owned by burghers and which are nobility, because nobility is where we want the high manpower. And production is where we want the burghers to be. So actually what we should do is arrange this by estate. Where are they? There they are. So basically anything on this line here would be burgher, and then the stuff behind it would be manpower. So let's see, Lauenberg. I was thinking Luneburg. Where's Lauenberg? That one. Which I haven't actually given to an estate yet. Really? No, I haven't. Alright, let's deal with that first then. We just spent a whole bunch and we're about to get more discount. Because all three of these, I think, are going to the burghers, which is going to boost their influence. Yeah, burgher, come on. So the burghers have just gained a whole bunch of power. Which means I really must expand like further south so I can get some more nobility area. Still not quite over 60% for influence though, but their trade power here should be quite dramatically increased. So we'll go back to development. We will continue to sort by estates. So Wismar, Lauenberg is definitely production. Oh, your production then comes out to +5. So yeah, we definitely want Lauenberg to be the production centre. Likewise with Wismar. Rostock would be as well. Like the only for sure ones would be Potsdam, Rupin, Altmark, Netz, Tuchel. Where's it gone? Estates, there it is. Okay, so Altmark. You're probably one of the more expensive. Kolberg. You are production too. You're not worth very much. Rostock's definitely production. Really? You're only worth 0.02? I find that kind of surprising. Stop. Where's Stop? It's one of these. There it is. Stop was not. Oh, it is. Okay. So, Stop. Your fish. You're not really worth very much, the only problem. Like Lauenberg is definitely the most valuable for production. And then I guess Potsdam could do with some military. Likewise with Altmark, though Altmark is more expensive. Glogau also. Sternberg, what are you? You are Rupin. Netz and Tuchel are not. Netz, Tuchel, there's Tuchel. Boost your manpower. And Netz. Manpower. Okay, cool. That's that done. So this front line or provinces can both be tax and trade, though tax is mostly going to be for the clergy areas, but the clergy is going to be constantly shifting around. They're basically going to be taking any land that's left over, because eventually I want this whole block to be burgher, and then basically the rest of Germany will be nobility with one or two little hotspots for the clergy just to keep them happy. So let's see. I think we can just basically do this by cost at this point. Stolp can be money. Wismar can definitely be money. So we can boost up their production, because Wismar's production is worth a small fortune. Rostock, similar. Have I just not built like a factory or workshop or whatever it's called. Yeah, it must be. Coburg, much the same thing. Let's just do Stolp to 60, and that's it. That's everything spent. Cool. We have missing an advisor. We'll grab you. Okay, sorry that took a while. Just wanted to make sure it was done properly because we had quite a lot of points to spend there. So now we can demand military goodies from you, which cost you that. Did that not give me the military power? Oh, Diplo power, of course it is. Which actually allows me to still get some more Diplo estates. So let's sort by that. And boost up the production a little more. So you two can definitely... And there we go, done. Cool. And we should actually get a small... quite a lot more money out of that too. Oh no, we were getting ready for war. I should not have done that. That was a bad mistake. Right, so next month I think we will go. Hang on, is Hamburg controlled by... Oh, it is! Ha! I had not even noticed. Okay, you still have no ally. You are as good as dead. I have a regency. No! How long? 6 years. Okay, never mind then. Let's just recover. Whoops. Well, Plock's doing quite poorly. You are... Well, how are you doing so badly? Is it just because you're at war with two people? Yeah, it must be. Yeah, the Susel Polcaster Scania combo is going to be painful. Ooh, that's gone down. I haven't improved relations with you for a long time. I need to beef up my allies. Wow. Yeah, repay it. Who are my other allies? Susdal and Polcaster, so I'm improving relations with both of them. That's good. And I am at my relations limit because I have Auscaster, which I have improved to the maximum, and a vassal in Magdeburg. Gotland will cede Finland and Åland to Susdal. Block will cede a bunch to Polcaster. Okay. So yeah, Polcaster and I now share a border, which is unfortunate because that's going to say they basically want some of my territory. But I really want some of Prussia. And the reason I've not completely reduced my army maintenance is because we are still short on manpower. So we are still rebuilding our armies, and as long as you have at least some maintenance, then troops will continue to flow to your soldiers, to your regiments and refill them. Muscourt's declared war on Honcaster. Really? That feels like suicide. Oh, you're at war with Prussia. Wait, you were allied with them like a second ago. Did Prussia just totally backstab you? Oh no, it's the war of Plock still. Okay, never mind. Other way around. Okay, Susdal has been fully relations improved. Anjou unfortunately is a rival. So are you. Yeah, Susdal's going to be a good ally. They basically are Russia. I'm Prussia and they're Russia. Well, they're Prussia, I'm Brandenburg. I need to take that and then I really will beat Prussia. Plus Estonia and Lithuania and Latvia. The modern countries, not the EU4 versions. Are we paying any more loans? I want to do that one first. 1st of January, 43. Oh, we've got loads of time. We're making a decent amount of money now, so I'm quite happy with that. And we are actually still losing 3.3, so this should actually be about 10 a month. I'd agree with that. Okay, so just out of interest, yeah, Brancaster is looking really quite wealthy. We've got a couple more yellows. We're all orange now compared to all these red splotches. It does look like a fair amount of development's being done in Germany, though. Like, I'm sure that looks wealthier than it usually does. Scandinavia is not too much. I think there's just seems to be more monarch points kicking around right now because quite a few people are improving. And Italy, of course, is very wealthy. How's Gencaster doing? Not great. Polcaster is at war with... Oh, Prussia. Interesting. Reconquest. Well, you know the parts of the land that I want. I have flagged them and I do have them claimed. I want Danzig in particular. I'd also like this one. Okay, army is ready. Don't think I need you. Let's get you guys marching over here. Turn down the speed very, very slightly. I don't need Hamburg turned on either. I'd forgotten there was a fort there. Where are the other forts? Still have 2 active. Need to reclaim Holstein. That's annoying. Just because of my regency means I couldn't have taken it. Autoclass. Wow, everyone's declaring war on Huncaster. What's gone wrong with them? Have they just like lost their army or something? Must have. So we specific... Oh yeah, ships. Forgot about them. I had you selected to go home at war. I might as well delete these guys because I'm not really using them, am I? Just costing me money. How much do they cost me? Nothing. Less than a ducat. Okay, so we're just going to start claiming some territory. We'll let them do the fighting. I just want to make sure that we get these 2 provinces at least, because they're the ones I want to be given. So, detach siege. Should consolidate as well. Burkers have gained influence. That's unfortunate, because now they've been boosted over 60 and we would have had the 10% discount. Oh well, might as well get a bunch of money out of them anyway. I know that was for something different, but that's fine. We'll pay off 2 loans. Should give us a bunch of money back, plus I'm going to turn off all of my forts, I think. Well, who else are we at war with? Oh, we're at war with Scania. That does somewhat change things, because they could come through the back here. So I am going to turn these 2 back on, so we can hold them there, if they do decide to attack. And we'll just have to lose money for a time. Okay, detach. We'll just need to keep an eye out for Scania. Alright, we have Danzig, that's good. We stack wipe them, which is good. Radical reforms. 2 of our most trusted advisors, Klaus von Gustrau and Balthasar von Gers, have been talking a lot recently. Oh yeah, this is actually a really good event. I like this one. So, you can gain a bunch of mercantilism and lose 1 stability, which is actually really good payoff. Or you can gain a whole load of admin, but 1 guy leaves, or a load of diplo and the other guy leaves. Or you get a lot of both and both of them leave. Well, I'm actually going to do this one. We have the admin right now to boost that straight away. We could go again, might as well. Cool. And we got +5 mercantilism, and as I've said before, mercantilism is really quite rare, so getting +5 in one go is really quite lucrative. So is Scania making any moves towards us? Doesn't look like it. Why is Wisnar occupied by me? Did my ally do that? Well, I'm going to guess Wisnar is one of the ones that they want. Yeah, Polcaster actually has a core there. So, what you do in this instance is you see this occupied by you, click on that button, then you switch it to someone else. And we're being attacked. Detach. Go and help out, because we may lose this fight, but not anymore. And that is in fact the Scanian army, so how did they get here? Bizarre. I guess they just marched down here. Group. Consolidate. We're still really low on manpower, to be fair. We're still 10,000 down. Oh, that's unfortunate. East Frisia's just taken Lüneburg. Improve our prestige. That sounds like an excellent idea. We gain a free stability for it too. Let's do it. On that one. Gotta go there. Oh, because they still have that castle, we should be able to go. Nope. It's Mermel's blocking it. Okay. Is this another one that they want? It is. Let's give that to Polcaster then. I'll basically say I want this little enclave here. They can take the rest. And none of this should be an HRE. It is not. So I can take what I like at this stage. I just need to be able to core it, which will cost admin, which I don't have much of. That's fine. We are turning a very small profit, but that's probably because of loot. Yeah, so spoils of war. As you siege places down, you loot them. And that translates into spoils of war. So that's kind of paying for my army right now. Let's send you there. Send you here. Detach, and then I'll put the rest of you in Memel. You're fighting their army up here. Okay, good. Except you are probably going to go and reinforce. So I should probably do the same. Saratov has been annexed by Suzdal. Go, go, go. You're going to need those troops there, buddy. Alright, we've got Königsberg. It's Memel. Oh, well, we lost the fight. Nice little reinforcement there. Relations with Polcaster have been improved, that's good. We've got a claim on Holstein, excellent. Can I claim any more territory for this fight? Don't think I can. That one. I'd quite like those. A war ally has already claimed it. Have you really just claimed the whole of Prussia? Oh, they're not vital interests, they're just strategic. Okay. We won that fight, which is good. Now I'm going to withdraw because I need to rebuild my forces at this stage. So I think what I might do is just kind of sit in Memel with my entire army. We do have a, well, much larger army than they do, but half of it seems to be missing. Housecaster, are you in this? Oh, that is Housecaster. Good. And we have rebels. Why do we have rebels? We don't have rebels. Are you seeing any rebels? Because I'm not. They did just say there are rebels in Osmark. Which does kind of beg the question, where is Osmark? Oh, was it Osterode? It might have been there. Anyway, it does not look like we are under threat right now, so I'm going to turn off the Glogau castle and possibly Berlin too. Save us a little bit more money. I'll leave Lübeck and Hamburg on for the time being. Also do another consolidate. Crushing that Prussian force would be really quite nice, but I see the Scania army just sitting behind them waiting for an opportunity. And there they go. Probably to me, but we do have 21,000 sitting there too. Montferrat will cede Modena. Oh, excellent. Well done, Gencaster. Montferrat, of course, being their emperor right now. Having a weak emperor is good. It is Montferrat, isn't it? Yeah. We still don't have the religious league wars. And more of it is converting. I know I was quite worried about it for a while. I mean, we're obviously a big Protestant chunk. Housecaster is a big Protestant chunk. Jülich still is. Unfortunately, who was this? Munster has tried to convert away. Württemberg's fallen. Bergencaster is no real danger. Oberlausitz. What religion are you? Oh, you are Protestant. Okay. So Oberlausitz has also gone Protestant. It's excellent. Except they're fully occupied by... Oh, it's pretenders. That's fine. It's not religious rebels. That was the danger. Okay, you're going to fight over there. Probably should join you. Though I only have 5,000 men. Wow, you have a lot more morale than we do. Oh, of course. Scania do for some reason. Military drill plus an advisor, plus good army tradition. Thanks. We'll stay here then. We're going to lose that fight. Oblastis accepted peace with Plock for a white peace. Lose stability or lose money. I'll lose the money, thanks. Civil disorder in Liège. Hopefully that's pro-Protestant civil disorder. So we do apparently have a much bigger army than they do, but where are they all? There's Auscaster. They all die. There's like 20,000 of you up there. Okay. It still feels like we're missing an entire stack. There they are. What are you doing there? You just, you know, chilling. Okay. Could have done some fighting over here because they're now doing a counter-attack, but whatever. Doesn't matter. Alright, still got loans. Anyway, that is the end of this episode, I'm afraid, leaving it in the middle of a battle, but I don't really have much choice because this one's definitely going to drag on beyond the end of this chunk of time I have. So thank you very much for watching. Please do like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this. If you have any tips or advice, as always, please do leave a comment. I'm always very happy to read them. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.